Hi, this is Stephanie,
And I'm Grace.
and we're reporting for Triple R News, Radical Revolutionary Russian News. Just coming in, the capital of Petrograd has been seized by the Bolsheviks. The Bolsheviks have moved into the city and staged a coup.
Alexander Kerensky and the provisional government have been replaced by Vladimir Lenin and his followers. We have Kerensky here now.
I am sorry to interrupt you, Stephanie, but we have just received footage of the White Guard meeting the Red Guard outside the Winter Palace. Oh! It is the Red Guard! Attack! Oh! Wait, hold on. Your sword is bigger than mine, it's not fair.
Lay down your weapons then.
Fine, I surrender.
That was too easy.
Whoa, that was so crazy. Sorry, carry on.
Would you say all your efforts have been in vain now that Petrograd is controlled by the Bolsheviks?
Yes, I feel like my efforts were in vain. I feared the Bolsheviks would try to take the power when this opportunity to help the country arose.
It is true that you recently had to fend off insubordination from the commander-in-chief of the Russian army, but I heard those events were evaded easily without any fighting.
It was avoided, but not easily. I asked the Petrograd Soviet to help, and they defended the city, but ultimately this act undermined my power.
Well, there you have it, straight from Kerensky himself. The coup was said to be relatively peaceful, with little resistance from the exhausted White Guard or the civilians armed by the Petrograd Soviet. Brian Ludwig of the Red Guard is here to comment on the takeover.
Hello, Brian Ludwig. Thank you for joining us. What time did the takeover occur?
Thank you. The takeover occurred at around 9 in the night. We were signaled by a shot from a cruiser nearby. Our esteemed leaders, Lenin and Trotsky, led the assault.
How do you think the coup went?
It was fairly easy, to be honest. It was boring. No one bothered to put up a fight. There was only a bit of fighting outside, and our sheer numbers overcame the provisional government's joke of a force they called army.
But I'm correct in assuming that there were cadets, Cossacks, and even a women's battalion?
Yes, a couple of already mutinous soldiers who stood no chance, and some girls. They sent a women's battalion to try and stop us. Alright, next question.
Did you encounter any of the royal family in the Winter Palace?
No, unfortunately we did not. I would like to have seen their faces as we took over Petrograd, though. It was quite a shame.
We also have a civilian witness, Milan Alexiev. What was your perspective on this revolution?
Well, the Petrograd Soviet already has had a large influence on the people.
For our viewers who are not familiar with Russian politics, the Petrograd Soviet is an increasingly popular unofficial government formed by the Bolsheviks.
That's right. As factory workers, the Bolsheviks encouraged us to strike. I know the soldiers, sailors are told to mutiny too.
Do you think the Bolsheviks had good intentions, or were they just stirring up chaos?
It may not be efficient, but the people love it. No one else has told us we can fight for what we believe is right and actually manage to make progress. The people were on the Bolshevik side long before this takeover happened. Now it's just official.
That was some good insight. Thank you, Milan.
We now have the famous men behind the whole Bolshevik revolution with us now, Leon Trotsky.
Our on-scene reporter, Igor Andreev, is on the site now talking to Mr. Trotsky.
Now tell me, Mr. Trotsky, why do you think a revolution was necessary?
Well, the conditions in Russia were terrible, and everyone was poor. The rich got richer, and the poor got poorer. There was no food for anyone. So we, the Soviets, had everyone fight for their rights.
So now, what exactly do you mean by your slogan, peace, bread, and freedom?
Well, it's pretty simple. Peace, obviously meaning we don't want to fight in the war anymore. Many of our soldiers have died, and we want to just stop fighting. Bread means that we want food for the poor. Many of the poor have obviously been starving across our country, and the Tsar hasn't done anything. That's one of our main points. And freedom, that we want all our rights back. The Tsar has taken many of our rights back with his autocracy, and we want them back.
Justin, our news reporter Igor has spotted Lenin and is going to ask him a few questions.
Hello, this is Igor Andreev, reporting for Triple R Newscast. We are here on site at the Winter Palace, where a revolution has just taken place. Oh my god, there is Lenin right over there. Let us get a close-up interview. Hello Lenin, this is Igor reporting for Triple R Newscast.
Hello Igor, how are you?
Oh, I am good. How about you?
I'm very good, thank you for asking. What a nice man. Walk with me, I'm a very busy man.
Oh, may I ask you a few questions
Sure,
while you
sure.
are here?
Of course. Hello, Igor. How are you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
You know, I'm doing great, Igor. You're such a nice man for asking. Thank you.
Okay. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
Why do you think the revolution was necessary?
Well, the revolution was necessary, Igor, because the provisional government was so weak. The unemployment rates were at an all-time low. You know, we encouraged the people to fight for their jobs, for food. Hello.
Hello.
These onlookers, you know, they love us. They love us, you know. People want change. They do not want these weak Kerensky, the Tsar. They don't want these people ruling the government. Okay, we would need a strong country, a country with people are employed, we share the wealth, nationalize the industries. That is what we need. That is why the Petrograd Soviet was formed. Workers' conditions weren't that good. That is why we took over.
Here is my second question. Why are the Tsar and Kerensky not fit for ruling the country?
Well, Igor, Kerensky and the Tsar are both very weak rulers. They do not seek change. The way they function is slow, very paced out change that happens over a very long period of time. I am looking for action right now. Okay, the people are starving. The highest unemployment rates in a very, very long time. Kerensky is a turd, okay?
Lenin, you can't say that on camera.
Oh, okay, sorry. He's just a very, not a very strong leader. That's what we need right now, a strong leader. That's why the October Revolution occurred. That's why the Red Guard are with me. They know I will win. I have the military support. Igor, take a look at this peasant right here. He doesn't have enough money to even pay for his own food. He must live in the dirt and eat the grass while a dog attacks him. This is why we took over the provisional government. This is why we must rule the Soviet Union.
Okay, Lenin, here is my last question for you.
Okay.
What do you expect to do to save the people from this ruin?
Well, we need to share the wealth, nationalize the industries. The people need to let the government regulate the economy. Under the ideology of communism, we will succeed. And anyone who opposes that ideology is an enemy of Russia, an enemy of the state, and will be handled accordingly.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Yes, you're welcome. Oh, look at those women's battalion running away, playing their little sport.
What kind of soldiers are these?
I don't know. They're the ones we went up against, you know. That's why I'm such a bloodless crew. You know what I'm saying?
We now have a local peasant here to explain his views on the topic.
Over here, we have a peasant speaking with us right now. So, do you think Kerensky should still be in power, or do you think that it was right for Lenin to do what he did?
The provisional government, when they overthrew our Tsar, promised us reforms. Reforms that they are not living up to their end of the bargain of. It is time for change. I believe the Bolshevik Revolution under Lenin is what our country needs. He promises to bring Russia out of the war. We've suffered for oh so long. And I think it is right for him to take over.
Thank you for watching Triple R News, and I hope you all have a nice day.